Van Dam there. Oh, I want to take you now to the island of Lesbos in Greece. Pope Francis giving a short speech at the Moria refugee camp where he has been visiting refugees there. Let's listen in.
I wanted to be with you today and tell you that you're not alone. During the past months and weeks, you have suffered a great deal, searching for a better life. Many of you have been forced to flee from conflict and persecution, above all to save your small children. You have done a lot of sacrifices for your own families. You know the pain of having left behind everything that was dear to you. Something hard to do without knowing what the future hold and what to take. Many, like you, are at refugee camps and hope they can build a new life in this continent.
I have wanted to be with you today. I want to tell you that you are not alone. In these weeks and months, you have endured much suffering in your search for a better life. Many of you felt forced to flee situations of conflict and persecution for the sake, above all, of your little children, your little ones here. You have made great sacrifices for your families. You know the pain of having left behind everything that is dear to you, and what is perhaps most difficult, not knowing what the future will bring. Many others like you are also in camps or towns, waiting, hoping to build a new life on this continent.
I have come here with my brother Patriarch Bartholomew and the Archbishop Jeronim, just to be with you and to listen to your own stories. We have come here in order to make the world aware about this serious humanitarian crisis and to find a solution. As men of faith, we would like to join your voices and to talk openly on your behalf, and we hope that the world is listening to this tragic situation, this desperate situation, and to answer
I have come here
accordingly.
with my brothers Patriarch Bartholomew and Archbishop Euronymous, simply to be with you and to hear your stories. We have come to call the attention of the world to this grave humanitarian crisis and to plead for its resolution. As people of faith, we wish to join our voices to speak out on your behalf. We hope that the world will heed these scenes of tragic and indeed desperate need and respond in a way worthy of our common humanity.
God created humans to be one single family. If a brother or sister is suffering, we are all suffering too. We all know through experience how easy it is for some people to ignore the suffering of others and take advantage of their vulnerability. But we also know that this crisis can bring out the best of us. You have seen it. You've witnessed this in the Greek people. They have answered with generosity to your needs, despite the fact of going through difficulties themselves. You have seen it also in those many people, especially the young people who have come from all over the world to help you. Yes, there is a lot to be done, but we would like to thank God and them that God will never leave us alone in our suffering. There is always someone who will give you his hand and help you.
When any of our brothers and sisters suffer, we are all affected. We all know from experience how easy it is for some people to ignore other people's suffering and even to exploit their vulnerability. But we also know that these crises can bring out the very best in us. You have seen this among yourselves and among the Greek people who have generously responded to your needs amid their own difficulties. You have also seen it in the many people, especially the young from throughout Europe and the world, who have come to help you. Yes, so much more needs to be done, but let us thank God that in our suffering He never leaves us alone. There is always someone who can reach out and help us.
This is the message that I would like to give to you today. Do not give up hope. The greatest gift we can offer is love. Love to each other, a merciful look, to listen to one another, to understand one another, a word of encouragement, a prayer. Share this gift with one another. We, Christians, would like to talk about the episode of the Samaritans, a foreigner who came to help others. For us, this is a parable that talks about the mercy of God towards everyone. The Lord is merciful. This is also an appeal to show the mercy towards those in need. All our brothers and sisters in this continent, as the Good Samaritan, He will come to your help in the spirit of fraternity, solidarity, and respect for human dignity.
This is the message I want to leave with you today. Do not lose hope. The greatest gift we can offer one another is love, a merciful look, a readiness to listen and understand, a word of encouragement, a prayer. May you share this gift with one another. We Christians love to tell the story of the Good Samaritan, a foreigner who saw a man in need and immediately stopped to help. For us, it is a story about God's mercy, which is meant for everyone. For God is the all-merciful. It is also a summons to show that same mercy to those in need. May all our brothers and sisters on this continent, like the Good Samaritan, come to your aid in the spirit of fraternity, solidarity, and respect for human dignity that has distinguished its long history.
Dear brothers and sisters, may God bless all of you, especially your children, the elderly, and those suffering in their body and their spirit. I hug you all with affection. To you and those accompany you, I invoke the divine grace of strength and peace.
Dear friends, may God bless you all, and in a special way your children, the elderly, and all those who suffer in body and spirit. I embrace all of you with affection. Upon you and those who accompany you, I invoke His gifts of strength and peace.
Pope Francis there speaking to refugees on the island of Lesbos in Greece, saying, I wanted to be here to tell you you are not alone. He spoke of the sacrifices the refugees had made in making that often perilous, sometimes deadly journey to European shores. He said the crisis can bring out the best in people and mentioned the generosity specifically of the Greek people, now hosting thousands of migrants, with more and more arriving virtually every day. We're going to take a break. We will be right back.